So the first of these is, how does the organization capitalize on change? And we're focusing on organizational velocity, flexibility, and reliability. And the key thing here is bringing innovative business functionality to market faster and cheaper. So if we have an idea and our competitor has an idea, if we're able to bring that idea to market twice as fast as our competitor, or even 10% faster than our competitor, that's a big competitive advantage. So that's what this is focused on. We want to be able to launch, monetize, scale new service offerings. And that enables us to take revenue from our competitors, and the alternative is to have the revenue taken from us, because the things I'm going to be sharing in this conversation are things that are happening in the environment anyway. The question is whether we're riding the wave at the head of the crowd, or whether we're behind the crowd in it. In order to accomplish this, we need to have new ways of doing business, new business models that are cloud-based, and I'll show an opinionated way of doing that. But for most companies, legacy systems just aren't up for the task. There's no way to change fast enough with legacy systems. We need to move to automated systems that use cloud environments in an automated way. Specifics here, let's look at a few companies that are really killing it with this. Amazon.com deploys code to production 7,000 times a day. That's every 11.7 seconds on average, new code is being pushed to Amazon.com. Netflix also pushes thousands of changes a day to production. Facebook also does that scale of changes, but they do it every few hours. And what they'll do, I'll show you, they have a rolling deployment process that they use in order to screen out edge cases and really make sure that everything's proven to be reliable by the time it gets to production. This is the frequency of deployment, but there's also the speed of deployment. Netflix, for example, pushing it all out in 16 minutes. If there's a change that needs to go to production, it's in production. And Facebook is the other extreme. Let's just roll this out first to the employees, I'll show you, then to 2% of production, and if all that works, then it takes 3 hours to get to the remaining 98% of production. So we're talking about becoming more reliable, not just faster. So we want more successful deployments. Pushing everything out to production very quickly might not be the best thing if you're pushing out something that's going to cause a problem. You get fewer outages if we do this correctly. There's a faster recovery time if we do this correctly, because we can just knock out the old version and put in the new version when we find, if the new version is broken, we can revert to the prior version very quickly. And this reliability enables there to be improved scalability. So another big benefit of doing this is increased efficiency and increased throughput. And this is going to enable the development process to speed up. And ultimately what we're talking about is being able to meet the demand that our organization has for development services more effectively. If the organization needs 100 units of development and we're meeting 50 units of development, we want to be able to meet 80 and 100 units of development to be able to do more of what our organization needs in order to work, in order for the organization to grow. And a good example is the firmware, the group that makes firmware for the HP LaserJet. They were actually able to improve the efficiency of the developers by 700% by implementing a continuous integration system, because they were so broken down with manual processes that were eating up all the developer time. When they automated those processes and put in good, robust systems, the developers had more time available. They could actually do what needed to be done, which is develop things that make the company's products more competitive.